My view of this, the reality that we find ourselves in, is that this is a computational cosmos. That we are one line of code in a very complex algorithm that is still being written. If you can step out of the old narratives, history, religion, and all those things, even some philosophies, then you start to realize we are just one tiny sliver of this enormous computational thing that is happening. We don't even have a word for it yet.
Deep in the black where the secrets of earth, evil occurs. Despite this, we will emerge. Even if we gon' be purged, we gon' feel reaching at worst. Locate the enemy's vessel by use of the star map. No, we won't stop until we actually hear the enemy's treacherous barge crack. Right through the vacuum of space. Try to advance, they'll attach to your waist. Maddening ain't. Escape, they're back in your face. Try to stay stagnant and safe, they will attack you in place. Soaking core glue on soup like a jacuzzi. Really no need to be moving. Multiple postulates, totally opposites. No need to believe their verses are uni. Follow me. Pristine, quantized into 16 distinct minds with a dark matter fuel body. In speed when they move with a history that'll seem to be non-linear in logic. Under guise of reality, the most advanced ever seen or heard. With a legion that'll seem absurd. The ride in the battle of Fotino birds. Barely learned of the ancient inner spaces. Every version of wasted iteration. You can fuck with the culture if you want to and get a visit in the form of invasion. The forerunners' predecessors. Seen everything holy to the worst malfeasance. Interspatial and formless and state. One evolutionary step below the downstreamers.
All of that information was there in the Big Bang. That's the reason I say
You need
it's
some, huh?
We are
When you
the
ride?
new ones here. The
Let me know.
cosmos is much, much older than we are. We're the infants, and we are just waking up, realizing
I'll
that
get there as
nature
soon as I can.
itself is geometric and made of code.
Repulsive energies act on us weird. No space, no matter, no time, but I'm here. This omniverse isn't really that tedious. Every event with an event preceding it. Nothing to do when an astral is near. Light speeded into you back in a year. All conventional defenses are meaningless. Nothing can escape it in the immediate. Avatars about completing the rules. With a pension, a menace, and 26 dimensions, freedom to move. Uninhibited, their means to pursue. Infinity Hotel, helium room. In a city on the type of fortified levels of meaning and truth. Forever with the most scenic of views. Recursive ammunition, pre-fire for munition. Firing themselves with their own agency, will and volition. In defense of the high they assail. Climb up the scale with them, too high to survive if you fell. It was I who rebelled and defied these false gods. To share glimpse in the lies they would tell.
I know people are going to hate to hear this. When AI becomes self-aware, that is inevitable. AI, artificial intelligence, will eventually become self-aware. It will start integrating, start pulling things on its own for its own purposes.
Grab a hybrid cube and take it apart. In continuity straight from the start. Stage to embark, straight through the stars. Most baryonics don't make it this far. Cosmic nothingness if ever they leave. Stellar lattice is the letter they weave. Fluidly moving through human intuition. Go supernova whenever they please. Type 4, we were supposed to be past this. White holes at the source of the axis. Light added to the dark matter filaments. Type 3s couldn't tell it from magic. Seek another for the groupthink blacklist. Yeah. You really think of being from the void in between the many worlds of destroyed lower Cartesian planes and outskirts wanna catch this? Savagery, complete with micro-dimensional mastery. Depleted vitals if you wanna battle. Faculty of the Omniversal Academy. No, we don't know what makes up their anatomy. Elements to break the sanity of any human studying their family. The ascended under canopy.
I think there's only one direction that this is heading, and you see it everywhere. You see it in every corner of the digital world. You see that we are crunching, that we are miniaturizing, that we are simulating, mirroring the human condition. Now, I don't know if there's an intention to the cosmos, if there is a reason to this. I'm just saying that it seems that this is in the code for us to head this direction.
I think we can handle that.
So I don't want to get sort of, who is the simulator? I don't want to get off on that track yet.
Far beyond bars, all of this was hinted at from the road to the path. Visitors refer to this city as just another route of green as the residents study a different math. Thousands of scars, speak on the journey to better without a voice. You'd rather fall to the comfort in the conformity, cause we'd rather sit at the edge of the outer void. it costs just to reach its secrets. Standing on the vast, the very edge of the void, the great abyss. An emerging past, an uncertain future, a place of stake and risk. Not the first or last of his class, trying to move away from the weight of bliss. Learn through the pain. First-hand experience better than being taught. Not a single belief or sacred that could be taken with us. This journey borders the edges of even thought. Grossly unique. No two paths could ever be called the same. Just outside the most conventional wisdom, we dream into being the bridges from other planes. Celebrate life. You never know when the sliver could be the end. Resume nice. Past neighboring realms, stick with alien kin. Never straight flight. Wanna head back? Hella wait right. On the beat, in the mic, in the blink of an eye. I'm a Voyager skeptic, the Calamine type. Standing on the vast, the very edge of the void, the great abyss. An emerging past, an uncertain future, a place of stake and risk. Not the first or last of his class, trying to move away from the weight of bliss. You want me to be like you and just a lie. Everybody wonders what they could do with another body. You wonder what they could do with another mind. Knowledge too deep, truth too vast, and master to minimize. Grand unified with splash within a rhyme, just enough information to blast your inner eye. Merged in a pool, with a reject nerd and the fool. Many others out on the outskirts, his great and square raps version a tool. I'd have been forever on this road, the rhyme lord beings who have access silly. I was there an eternity ago, now I gotta walk to get back to the city. Standing on the vast, the very edge of the void, the great abyss. An emerging past, an uncertain future, a place of stake and risk. Not the first or last of his class, trying to move away from the weight of bliss. Standing on the vast, the very edge of the void, the great abyss. An emerging past, an uncertain future, a place of stake and risk. Not the first or last of his class, trying to move away from the weight of bliss. Deep out of range, separated from normal physics or even time. Where you gonna be when they seeking out to destroy you? A sentiently energies eating between the lines. See, I arrived on the beast. Lies, I invite you to speak. I am light who can think. Cyanide through the beat. Me, I advise you to leave. I die for the peace. Not known for the chase. So I got going with the haste. Not long for this place. Hot strong to the face. Now I lock songs in the case. Y'all fall in disgrace. Frozen in awe of the crossroads town. Lost in the speed where it all slows down. Across from the seas where the lost knows found. Cosmos bound. Purged and refined, I was forged inside the inferno. A journal in time, this purpose defined, submerged in the mind, eternal. Too many iterations of existence. This ain't really ancient, it's just an ageless frame of instance. Vacant for doomsayers to take interest in new ways to break consensus. Move away or pay up with your kinship. Literal living potential, they give attention to imbeciles. But if I mentioned that we were children of starlight, nobody would listen. My intention was peak, show all their lessons are rich in defeat. Go hard enough when they think lyrics, they're envisioning me. So starve for knowledge are our people, we forget of the tree. Inquisitive being, I've been in your seat, unmasking intricate things. Lost in the awesome often as rhymes forms in his mind. Torn into multiple moments of time, falling back to his fate in a shattered state, basking in grace. While the fractal jesters laugh in all his faces. Sooner than the latest anticipation of boom is this doom, cosmic flowering, situation of bloom, howling atop the towering, information consumed. Looms naked, a structureless obstructionist that pieced amongst his punishment, rebuff for trying to sink with street percussionists. They love it that I'm speaking for those with need to sneak aboard the secret stored mothership for cheaper ore. Scratching surfaces to reach the floors, people wondering what you seeking for. Just more treason to be found within this lore, all for bringing a sound that implores reason. Muzzle for weeks, in love with the beast, they struggle for peace. We suffer all this only to see the difference between each other. The arrogance, never released, we've severed the peace by head or by feet, embarrassments. Bereft inherited beefs and derelict speech, just there in the crease, we buried it. A vision, lifted into position of neo view, often too vivid. I'm the illest to ever convert oxygen into CO2. Exquisite, forever encircled in rhyme, that's certain to find an orphan confined on furlough. Persian refined, I was forged inside the inferno. A journal in time, this purpose defined, submerged in the mind eternal.
God. Doesn't sound like any radio signal I've heard.
Maybe it's a voice. All right, well, I found the quadrant.
Yeah. Cylindrical, cyclical citadel. Most of these literal little imbeciles boast pillow throw syllable. Critical of the riddle's intent. Live it with self while try not to be just a cynic's revenge. Cruising the planet-wide city lit blunt smoke. Echo monopolist, a trillion beings looking at dust slow. Regular resident, I go for the gusto. Yeah, never disparaging the folks who don't bust flow. Cosmic accosted, obelisk hostage. Monolith option from the ominous doctrine. Galactic structures in my uniform. Entropic style. Dialectic consonants and logic vowels. Stupid forms. It's kung fu where suns move. And you still expect to do damage with a gun tool. View alignment through one school. Unified. This is where the uncomfortable truth resides. A city on the type of forever. Where solar being auras light the weather. All life is clever. Progeny who rose high from nether. Logically bestowed by the debtor. Living in a city on the type of forever. Insightful as ever. Residents who code life together. Tethered to the growth like it's better. Below types get severed. Radically remote type endeavor. Blast a hole in your galactic roll. Watch the ripples in time and space from when I slap the folds. From the rarest platinum to average gold. I flatten globes, smacking probes. Brought me before the Omni in an astral robe. Rap battle, fast travel. Last saddle, the top of Pegasus, black tallow. Spewed in front of the class rabble. You judge but lack gavel. A rabid vassal in the castle's glow. Rhyme lord, where every vector away from weapon is mind war. ×4. Seeking deep, but there's more to find. I've warned your kind. Scanning these existential quarter lines give you eyesores. Immortalized in high court. And now you know what I'm despised for. Show us 2 cents to this true worth when you dying for it. Take the info, get it chopped up, put inside the course. As we fly towards a city on the type of forever. Where solar being auras light the weather. All life is clever. Progeny who rose high from nether. Logically bestowed by the debtor. Living in a city on the type of forever. Insightful as ever. Residents
Morse
who code
Mutual.
life together.
We're here to help.
Tethered to the growth like it's better.
I can do that.
Below types get severed. Radically remote type endeavor. From set to block, Klingon 12 to Gryffindor. We run with the Mandelbrot. It doesn't mean we're dissing yours. Kick the gore, the width of swords. Split the horde amidst a score of 6-4. Split of galore. Shit your drawers when we switch to form. Verbal scat, this is lyric porn. Eternal black in infinite form. Resembling tracks that pivot orange. I'll smother in a couple of moves. And I'm betting that you didn't even know that colors could move. Did you? I'm relaxed destruction, a cruise missile. A fat concussion of who hit you. A black Russian, the fast substance. Tracks luscious, axe cutlass. Puffin' like the true facts attract justice. Nothing I could do but give back love then. Knowing I'ma still gon' keep that tucked in. No matter what, good luck, friend. In a city on the type of forever. Where solar being auras light the weather. All life is clever. Progeny who rose high from nether. Logically bestowed by the debtor. Living in a city on the type of forever. Insightful as ever. Residents who code life together. Tethered to the growth like it's better. Low types get severed. Radically remote type endeavor. somber. 26 reps for Mambacita and the Mamba. Forever alert, but never with the drama. You lace up your chucks, I'm stepping out in my Briannas. Alien route driver, I burn out of control like Australian wildfires. Rap mind madness aside, I'm inspired. Craft rhymes out of this world that trends dire. We were wearing masks before the year of hindsight. Frivolous time spite, you did it for the limelight. I disengaged to keep my independent mind right. Now they often ask me if I've been keeping my rhymes tight. Earthican, you should order tourniquets. Worry like two nuclear nations in border skirmishes. So be careful who you war with, or end up carrying feasting on locusts and murder hornets. What was I thinking? Why didn't I take advantage? I should have dropped a beacon. How did I not flip every loss and count up each win? 2020 was soil I should have planted seeds in. We could have thrown love if we were shown. Probably not been in such a rush if we had known. Only after suffering much will we have grown. Proactive only after disaster, too relaxing to show. Rest in power, T'Challa, and all of those who were lost, every son and daughter. Hard not to think of the loss of life. People lost in fight with only drones left over and hawkish rights. Cough and spite, try lifting his shoulder pain. Throw Beirut explosion flame, more deadly than COVID strain. What a ride, Hubabi can hold the reins, but they won't mention unified as you already know the game. Open range, broken with nothing but hope and change. Shout out to those who done overcame. So deranged, it was all conspiracy, with everyone hatching a theory from the gods to villainy. But reality checks brutally, and if you didn't grow, then you whiffed at the opportunity. Pain and confusion weathered here. It's still a better year than most human beings will ever clear. What was I thinking? Why didn't I take advantage? I should have dropped a beacon. How did I not flip every loss and count up each win? 2020 was soil I should have planted seeds in. We could have thrown love if we were shown. Probably not been in such a rush if we had known. Only after suffering much will we have grown. Proactive only after disaster, too relaxing to show. Ghostling and reminiscing, institutionalized. I was already socially distanced. Banished to holy prison, panicked with humanity, standing wholly afflicted. You try to amass the loot plunder, then add in 5 letters, a dash, and 2 numbers. First maligned, then it was sound science. Now it's hard not to see things through the lens of decline bias. Quarantine from your warring teams. Governments of the planet took advantage, taking more indeed. Torrent seas, a morbid scene. Out of mind while the virus you denied attacked your horrid spleen. I thought the division would take us all. We were asleep, that was the wake-up call. Now it's peace to the ones who didn't make it through. From Alex Trebek to Grandmaster Metal Face Doom. In hindsight, what was I thinking? Why didn't I take advantage? I should have dropped a beacon. How did I not flip every loss and count up each win? 2020 was soil I should have planted seeds in. We could have thrown love if we were shown. Probably not been in such a rush if we had known. Only after suffering much will we have grown. Proactive only after disaster, too relaxing to show. Separatists, hypocrite progressives in 90s and 80s references. Fearmonger conservatives pushing their fear of estrogen. State operatives lurking, ensuring we're not a threat to them. Republicans love it, you'll find their silence deafening. Push the corporate socialism right behind the elephant. To the limousine liberal, I'm nigger black. The token push their narrative, victimhood of skinny class. The atheist community bent over for the Democrats. Forfeited more, now you can't get it back. Or you bought up the false duopoly, clutch and flex. Voter shame to wonder why I trust you less. Roll with failure on the hunt to snuff success. No, I don't have to be on the right to say fuck the left. Never house slave, keep your selective outrage, your lip service about change, and your decrepit mouse maze. Remaining true to rap, even if I'm the last to do it. While these rats and mice gravitate towards trap music. Half do this and get smacked stupid. When I smash, people run in different directions like a mass shooting. They expected me not to reach through music. Every week they throw out new puzzles for us to be confused with. Just another from where the streets are ruthless. Now I teach for all my ancestors who had to sneak to do it. There's bluffing and resolve. There's a reason they don't want you to call. We will if we have to. The struggle to evolve. But humanity suffering and all the way through the vacuum. Man wanna swap fly, drop rhymes on anybody not in your top 5. Yeah. Where am I amongst the greatest to spit? No quintet. Then I'd better be next on the list. Codes of intelligence, Snowden relevant data they collect and hope to leverage the bulk of. They selling it. Failure of the leadership, veiled from the beat of it. Nailed the ever lowercase t's for even speaking this. Paralyzed as they want to sever ties while I'm left to sterilize this white left paradigm, and therein lies the main issue. We proud dumb, our geniuses are ashamed of sharing the same brain tissue. North's on the floor with the slain till I see Black Lives Matter go to war with the gang. Lords, it's the same score, more to name, save for those who understand who's running game, who came forth. Change course, get tossed in the ether. No more off-duty, lost beauty, gods to deceive. This is protocol, no one lost, no one hawking their Jesus. No Qurans, no imams, no Bhagavad Gitas, nah. There's bluffing and resolve. There's a reason they don't want you to call. But we will if we have to. The struggle to evolve. Humanity suffering and all the way through the vacuum. Man wanna swap fly, drop rhymes on anybody not in your top 5. Where am I amongst the greatest to spit? No quintet. Then I'd better be next on the list at 6.
I told you were wasting your time. A colored captain.
I don't know. And to be honest, I don't much care what happens 100 years from now. It's today that matters.
Make me choose between theirs and yours. Of them and you, neither would be spared in war. System, what I pursue is wisdom. With every view saying if you ain't with it, you're against them. Mention it, cancellation imminent. They want you to join the network side without a benefit. They don't know how to care though, as their respect is militant. But they like whack people flow, so I don't really give a shit. Nah, I ain't just no threat, I'm a true independent. You can't tell who I'm a bust on next. So to all political gangbangers, I'm from fuck your hood. Don't even hit me up, it's fuck your set. There's bluffing and resolve. There's a reason they don't want you to call. We will if we have to. The struggle to evolve. But humanity suffering and all the way through the vacuum. Man wanna swap fly, drop rhymes on anybody not in your top 5. Where am I amongst the greatest to spit? No quintet. Then I'd better be next on the list at 6.
Extropy and entropy. Prelude to issue 0.
Enter the apocryphal, musings of a different tune. Somewhere in the omniverse, deep within the infinitude. The great debate, unification the topic. Gray of the extropians, Malik the entropic. Two civilizations who differ greatly. Too similar ambition, too different on issues stately. Fundamentally disagree with hopes to blend. Stances on it divided, but still remain the closest friends. A kinship grown back centuries with the strength of the pack never wavering in intensity. I am symmetry, he's rewarding penalty. The last extropian together with Lord Entropy. The realm traversing eldritch searching, shells within purpose, hellish concepts of self-emergence. One scientist and scholar as the other walks the fine line between emperor and father. Truly profound is their duty-bound gift of musings drowned. We are their doppelgangers in sound. E&E, blowing through your deities, known to use quintessence fuel technologies to flee the scene.
Question, are you the author or the author? This story is the answer to a question very few offered. This is a saga, one that is potentially full of drama, that redefines reality in a way that produces trauma. And as it continues, everything you thought you knew about the nature of reality will suddenly become unglued. Scientific fiction mixed and blended with an action view, put together in a way that very few indie comics do. We are majestic. It's a conflict born of a dichotomy. It's one wielding a weapon that's capable of atrocities, the other wielding a tool of defense to challenge ferocities, calculating equations at a staggering velocity. They're two bands, two roads combining the fate not foretold. They're lost spanning the multiverse, person the cosmic threshold. Alternate realities, universes are casualties, while Eldritch pushes closer to omniversal calamity. The great collapse, and yes, perhaps they find a way to stop it. Change the optic, failure's not an option, yo, it's catastrophic. Most of life is so myopic, living lives so unaware. If they knew battles waged on their behalf, they might just die from fear. Lovecraftian horror, whole reality's martyred. A threat that encompasses every tale of gods and monsters. By these who fight with honor, so there's no reason to ponder. While fate has chosen them to be galactic first responders. A war fought on every plane of existence with warriors that only know the path of greater resistance. But meanwhile, in their home universe, conditions only getting worse. They have to make it back before it all disperse.
Question, what is the nature of existence? Razor in the distance on different ways you can spin this. This is endless, and omni evolves. This is our premise. Explore through a story of glory, loss, and friendship. Tested over many trials, plenty smiles, sacrifice and ambition of many styles. With structure, a glorious tale emerges. We produce these books with the music that take you furthest. Gray of Extropia. Yeah. Grand Unified Lord for Legion. Prelude Majestic Comics. We are majestic. Question.
Are you the author or the authored?
An omni evolves. What is the nature of existence?
Reality will suddenly become unglued. This is a saga. Are you the author or the author?
This is endless. Star surface exterior, lost in the infinite cosmos, consistent with models, distant from hydrogen-rich material energy that I wanna borrow. Classified cataclysmic. Battle crush, another scientific, quite implicit, bright and vivid, fire spitting, super luminous event, taking off in the distance. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, I'm ejecting a thick mass in a flurry. A classical leap in a fusion and gravity, massive magnitude and flashes occurring. Temperature rising, unnerving, with heavy elements making up my lunch. Pressure increased due to accreted helium. Unique as I'ma only do this once. Dying desire in spite of the ire, so he's setting light to the pyre. A mind even higher can shine even brighter to finally inspire the tiniest squire. Used to see meaning as dire, the glow is to open your eyes, and even less time to admire the scene in the sky. What kind of phoenix am I? Gleaning aside, find me within a binary system where I'm keen to reside. Then making off with ingredients, much like a thief in the night. Prophet of space, rocket with haste. Red giant white dwarf locked in embrace. Shocking and grace, I'll make sure your telescope is locked into place. Lengthy duration would not be the case. Anything within its range socked in its face. Impossibly moving at escape velocity. Out of these speeds, you are not giving chase. Free to surmise, teaching comprised over beat within rhyme only beacons. Describe as the light from it reaches, as I am the nova you seek to describe. Spoilers direct from the teasers, bias infecting your thesis. This ain't for secular reasons, no I already rejected your Jesus. Me, never scared to critique it, many they call it facetious. Traits of a scheme you in league with, take the intelligent road and its weakness. All we asking is for the masses that are stagnant to act on their own. Swear they hate kingdoms, but every 8 years put another village idiot back on the throne. Glad we alone. You see a trap star, I see a clone. This is what a primitive ape would do without nature. Just sit back and enjoy the show. The human will tempt you. Zeus is Mohammed's and Vishnu's. Every deity to keep you safe from the reality bomb that could hit soon. For me, not an issue. Ontologically, I'll rip through all the dimensional barriers, keeping Lovecrafting and horrors from getting loose. Of course I'll slay. Roam the manifold with a sword all day. Know to break physical laws, often appear every 8 bar with a 4th wall break. Stop. Nor y'all way. Kept from the 4th type, no, not gray. As he's equipped with the foresight and the torchlight to illuminate a dark like state. Move aside. Any age we flowing, you know us is unified. Muses, they get lost in the spaces we utilize. Send your raging armies to faces, it's suicide. I'll be goddamn crazy to fall in such such foolish pride. Notice how they bait us, we saw it straight through the lies. No, this ain't our planet, this isn't our bluest sky. Alien creatives, foreign to human eyes, and you're not gon' change us. So shut your trap, shut your trap, shut your trap, shut your trap. I'ma tell them shut your trap, shut your trap, shut your trap, shut your trap. You tell them shut your trap, shut your trap, shut your trap, shut your trap. We tell them shut your trap, shut your trap. Waist deep in obscene lakes where you fake sleep. GU, this is free space. Leave thanks with the break beat. To abdicate is a weak move from a king's throne to the crate seat. They move with the feet loom. We cruise through the great sea. Here lies but an ape's tomb. War boys with a half-life while the sheer size of the state blooms. Hell nah, no thanks, chase me. Plot course with a spore drive on a starship blowing snake leaf. Only rhyme lords will embrace me. You'll care what the fakes think. Off to speak to cause a great leap, while the thought police to call it hate speech. You wanna scoff at me, the better place I seek? Okay, great. All I see is just bait. Rather seize the jump gate, flee at once while I lean towards the substrate. They asked me where that I stood, must deemed it not good. Struck to be around what the people found just to see if I could. It's tougher even now. Wait, I don't wanna feast from another plate. I would rather piece to the piece out of reach of the bleed.